We're getting a better idea of what to expect from the next James Bond movie. Take a look at the latest trailer for Spectre, the 24th film in the 007 franchise. It will see Bond take on the sinister global criminal organization known as Spectre, which first appeared in the 60s Bond movies, all while dealing with some concerning revelations about his past. Judging by the trailer, Spectre appears to be using familiar Bond imagery, ideas, and formulas in sharp contrast to Daniel Craig's first few outings as the character. Many other big franchise movies have been doing the same thing because nostalgia is in these days. Spectre will hit theaters on November 6th. And here's a movie that relies on nostalgia from 65 million years ago. Pixar has released the first full trailer for their next animated adventure, The Good Dinosaur. The film imagines what would happen if dinosaurs had never gone extinct and lived long enough to share the Earth with humans. This, of course, would never actually happen because dinosaurs would have evolved into something else by the time humans showed up. But hey, it's just a kid's movie. The story will focus on an Apatosaurus named Arlo who befriends a human boy named Spot, and together the two learn how to conquer their fears. The Good Dinosaur hits theaters on November 25th. Two more huge movies that are going to make 2015 the best year that movies have ever seen. Here to help me talk about that is Marissa Roberto.
That's a heavy statement.
Well, we've got Star Wars, we had the Avengers already.
All
you know,
right.
this has been a massive year for movies.
You're right, it's true. And these
Jurassic
movies,
World is moving towards the #1 spot.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't
but
like the movie that
much. To a
much.
lesser extent,
Yeah.
Jurassic World. These two movies, but honestly, speaking of Jurassic World, another dinosaur movie?
Yes.
But this dinosaur movie, I was already welling up watching this thing. I don't even know what's happening, but I know that probably something bad will happen where I will cry. You just assume that might happen.
Pixar is in the feelings business.
They are in the
They made a
feelings.
movie about feelings.
And I got all the feels watching this.
And they understand how to tap into things. They also understand how to create movies that are, appeal to everybody, the kid inside all of us. It's the first time that they've released two movies in the same year, though.
Amazing.
Which is kind of crazy. And you wonder, how they split all of that talent and all of that sort of direction across all of this.
They've already had a hit with Inside Out,
Yeah.
so I can't imagine. I mean, they do have a winning formula here.
Yeah.
They know what makes a good movie,
Yes.
And they've just been on the upswing, so I feel like this is going to be another great one from Pixar.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Spectre as well.
Well,
and
obviously.
And this is, I'm a huge Bond fan. I love Daniel Craig as James Bond.
I didn't enjoy the last one, really.
I like Skyfall. It was good, but it wasn't as good as Casino Royale.
No, there was too much. It was a little too navel-gazy for me in that one, like too much focusing on like the home base and what was happening there. I didn't like that so much, but
Yeah.
this one, I don't know. I love the trailer because I don't actually know what's happening in the movie, which is something that we've seen a lot in trailers lately. All the attractive women that you see in the movie, you know Bond is going to get with. So, I mean, no spoilers there.
That's one of the, I think, complaints with the thing is
Yeah.
that it's starting to look like it's trying to appeal to the old 60s kind of era
Yeah.
Bond.
Do we know if any of the women will have names like Ivana Humpalot or...
I think they've backed off
okay.
on something like that. I'm okay for the nostalgia factor as well.
Sure.
And Skyfall was the biggest grossing Bond movie ever, so there's a lot to live up to.
Yeah, but some people go to movies where they shouldn't actually go to movies, right?
Sure.
We've seen, okay, whatever. Fury
Jurassic
7,
World.
that's all I'm going to say.
And Fury 7. All right. Well, that was some good movie talk, but right now it's time to switch over to video games. We've got a big one for you. It's called Gigantic.
The Rundown is brought to you by EB Games.